Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
And Andrew Luck's skill set is absolutely fantastic. There's not anything that he can't do as a quarterback on the field. But I also think that he absorbed a little bit by osmosis some of that great bloodline. His father, formerly a quarterback in the NFL as well.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Luck. And it's caught by Parker. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
90 Wolf.
They fake the handoff, now Lock. It'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got him in, complete. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
First down, 19-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Lock. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And now the Chiefs' offensive starters.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
Lock will try again on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go. Go.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. They complete it to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs.
Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. But his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Offense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Christian Wilkins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Locke to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Locke now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Target, 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 target. Bravo. 52's the mic. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Go.
Play action. Now it's Locke. He's got it. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 24 carries, 64 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
On second down, it's Drake. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, here's Love. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On second down, it's Drake, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Third and long, it's Love. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And his two...
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. T.J. Green with a pick.
Pass interference. Defense.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Break. Got wide, I got wide. Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Watch 20, check 20. Watch that in. Get it.
In his end zone, here's Locke. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner,
he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
This play is under review.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Chiefs 14, Dolphins 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, get a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Block off of play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to wrap into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the interception, it's Locke. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Locke. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. Luck now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Luck. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On 1st and goal, Drake. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try again with Drake. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. P8's here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Badgley on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check.
52's the mic. You got double up. Let's go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. It's Kelsey on the ground. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Locke now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I'm going to hit you all.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Hey, Orbit. Hey. I'm coming.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hey! Go!
6 man.
Look at me, zipper!
Mike 52.
Hey, Foxtrot!
52's the mic, boys. 52. Right here. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. It's been a long day for you. Hey, Mike 52.
Ready?
They do go for it. It's Locke. And this is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the... Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Locke. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spot and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. On first down, Locke. It's Hill, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Taking a deep shot here for Hart. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check out. Go ahead. Get Mike. That's what I do. Check nickel. Check out.
Throwing on third down. Luck. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Now a first down throw. Luck. He goes underneath to Drake. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is down at the 48, a pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Luck throwing again. And it's caught by Parker.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
From the gun, it's Drake. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Running, it's Drake. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 8 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw it is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Locke. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a draw play with Drake. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here's Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Take him over to our team.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for KC, and even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and that'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Pollard going to try the right side. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, high 7.
52's the mic, boy. 50.
Now.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Get that quarterback!
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Go, go.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby.
Ready?
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack? The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off of play action, Locke. And he's going to go down again. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that brings up fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Dolphin football. Andrew Luck now. He gears up to lead this offense again. A field goal does him no good. They need a touchdown.
And right now, in his mind, in his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Wow. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Andrew Luck in the offense. Down by 11. A minute 51 on the clock. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. Here's Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Luck. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, here's Luck. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They go play action here on first down, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back to throw, Love. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw again on second down. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. From the gun on third down, Luck. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Kansas City, the train